Emily Parker was like any other 17-year-old girl juggling school pressure, college applications, and the chaos of teenage life. She lived in a quiet suburb where every day looked like the last. Wake up, eat breakfast, catch the 7:15 school bus, sit through lectures, come home, repeat. But that Monday morning was different. She woke up just 10 minutes late. Her phone had died overnight. No alarm. No warning. By the time she threw on her hoodie, grabbed a cold granola bar, and sprinted to the bus stop, she saw it. The taillights of the school bus disappearing around the corner. She stopped, breathless, frozen in disbelief.
Panic set in.
Missing the bus meant missing the chemistry test she'd studied all weekend for. It meant a late mark on her perfect attendance. It meant disappointing her parents again. But there was no one to blame. Just bad luck. Her phone was dead, her parents were at work, and Uber was out of the question. She sat on the bench, head in her hands, heart pounding. That's when she noticed the elderly woman sitting on the far end of the bench. Emily hadn't seen her before. She wore a faded coat and held a brown paper bag in her lap. The woman smiled gently. "Missed your ride?" she asked, her voice soft, almost musical. Emily nodded without speaking. "Young lady," the woman said, "sometimes missing the bus is the best thing that could happen to you." Emily forced a polite smile, unsure how to respond. The woman continued, telling Emily how she used to be a teacher, how she once lost her job because she missed a crucial meeting. But that day led her to volunteer at a community shelter, and from that, she found more meaning than any job ever gave her. Emily listened, intrigued. Something about the woman's presence was calming, like a voice she didn't know she needed to hear. They talked for almost an hour about pressure, about fear, about how the world pushes young people to race toward success without asking if they're even on the right track. Eventually, the woman stood. "You'll be fine," she said. "You've already started listening to the voice inside you. That's more than most do in a lifetime." She handed Emily the brown paper bag and walked away before she could ask her name. Emily opened the bag. Inside was a small journal, empty except for one page. On it, handwritten in neat cursive, were the words, "Don't just run after the bus. Ask where it's going." That moment changed something in Emily.
She didn't go to school that day.
She didn't rush to make up the test. Instead, she went to the public library, charged her phone, and spent hours writing in that journal. She reflected on everything, not just her goals, but her fears, her doubts, and the things she truly cared about. And for the first time in years, she felt awake.
Alive.
Over the next few weeks, Emily made changes. She joined a local youth outreach group. She started volunteering with kids who struggled with reading. She applied to different colleges, not just the ones her parents wanted, but ones that aligned with her newfound purpose: education, mentorship, and social impact. Years later, Emily would tell this story during a TEDx talk titled, "The Day I Missed the Bus." She'd become a youth counselor, working with teens who felt lost, unseen, or pressured into paths that weren't their own. Her story would inspire thousands. But it all started that morning, on a bench with a stranger and a missed bus. Because sometimes, the life you were meant for only begins when the one you planned falls apart. Have you ever had a moment where something went wrong, but it ended up changing your life for the better? Share your story in the comments below. We'd love to feature your moment in a future video. If this story moved you, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe to Wisdom Tales for more real-life stories with powerful lessons. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a story that might just change your perspective.